Hello Internet, my name is Bobo, and don't you just love the Middle Ages? It's got so many cool things. You got knights, kings, wizards, but what it really needed was a tank! Fire! Yeah, today we're looking at Kingdoms Warpath. Warpath is a character I know from the one episode of G1 where he and a few others get teleported back to the Middle Ages because yes, and he's a tank. While I do like that episode of G1, it's just really cool to have an Autobot who's a tank. It's an uncommon op mode for an Autobot, so he instantly stands out next to all the other Carbots. And he says,
"Okay, kiddo, now aim for the center of the guy's shield and clang! Hang on to your horse!"
The tank mode for Warpath is great. The sculpted detail really makes what could have been a rolling brick into an actually good-looking tank mode. It's a bit gappy from the back, and if you lose the front piece it does look a lot worse, but overall it's not too bad. Most of the problems involve paint issues. His arms aren't made of the same plastic as the rest of his body. Instead, it's made white so the tank treads are the right color, then the arms are painted to match the rest of his body. So if enough paint is rubbed off, it will cause some color matching problems, so just be careful not to mess it up too much. The props to Hasbro, the color does match really well, so that is a plus. Since it's a tank, the turret can rotate a bit and look up. The tank treads don't move though, instead you just have these really bad wheels on the bottom and it doesn't roll very well. For some size comparisons, here's Studio Series Brawl, Legends Brawl, knockoff oversized Brawl I found at the dollar store, Revenge of the Fallen Bludgeon, and Siege Megatron. For some Autobots if you're curious, here's Prime, Origins B, Earthrise Smokescreen, Kingdom Sideswipe, and his original G1 toy. Now on to Robot Mode. The transformation is very easy and smooth. Nothing too hard or annoying, which is a nice change of pace compared to the last two, which weren't very good. It's a very clean transformation, leaving us with a nice G1 Warpath. Though I do think his proportions are a bit off with how skinny his arms are compared to his legs and feet, which are really big. It looks a bit weird, but you get used to it very quickly. His head looks good, but it feels a bit lifeless. It seems like they planned to give him light piping, but then covered it up at the last minute, giving us these dead eyes. I wonder why he's like that.
Hey, Warpath, you good? You've been in here all day. Primus, what happened to you?
I've been up all night, zang, playing Humans War for Earth and have a bit sleep deprived. How are you?
I'm just gonna go.
The color they use for Warpath is great. It's a nice dark red that's cartoon accurate but doesn't hide any molded detail. If anything, it allows it to pop without the need for any panel lining. The dark red also allows the white to pop without looking out of place. Just like the vehicle mode, one of the problems is that some parts are painted on to match the plastic color. The main issue is once again the arms. They are painted this color on top of white plastic, so the white will start to bleed through if paint chipping starts to become an issue. There's also the issue that only part of the arm is being painted this color. From the other side, it's just white plastic. It's not a big deal though, just pose the arm so you don't see it, and be mindful of paint chipping. He comes with one accessory, which is this piece to cover up the gap in tank mode. I think it's supposed to be a shield in robot mode, but it's too small to really be effective. It's either that or a shoulder pad, which I do think looks okay. He doesn't even come with any blaster. I guess I just expect to have him fire from his chest. In all honesty, I just wish he came with more than just essentially a gap filler, and I think that's fair. For articulation, he has a ball-jointed head, which allows for some up and down, full rotation. Arm can fully rotate, it can move out this far, 90-degree arm bend, can rotate, hand can also rotate. He has waist rotation, legs can move forward this far and move back this far if you move the back panel out of the way. Slightly under 90-degree bend at the knee, and ankle pivot. Though keep in mind, moving the ankle pivot out too far will cause the wheels to get stuck on some of the molded detail. Overall though, some very good articulation. For some robot mode size comparisons, here's Studio Series Brawl, Movie Legends Brawl, Knockoff Movie Legends Brawl, Revenge of the Fallen Bludgeon, Siege Megatron, Siege Prime, Origins B, Earthrise Smokescreen, Kingdom Sideswipe, and his G1 toy. Overall, I think this figure looks pretty good. It looks good in both robot mode and vehicle mode while being faithful to his G1 design without going overboard. He still has some minor issues with paint and lacking any real accessories. His head can feel a bit lifeless due to lack of light piping, but overall it still looks pretty good. Anyways, those are my thoughts on Kingdoms Warpath. Thanks for watching.